welcome to this month's edition of Lookin at Louisville. I'm Stacey Yates.
And I'm Chaz.
We are at X-tacy on Bardstown Road in the Highlands, and today we're going to talk about something everybody loves, music, and specifically Louisville's original music scene. Now in the 80s, starting in the 80s, Louisville really started getting notoriety and sort of has fallen on and off the national radar in terms of music. A lot of national magazines started looking at Louisville as the next emerging music scene, up there with cities like Seattle and Austin and Nashville, and the city certainly has the ingredients for that success. We've got some of the highest quality, most affordable recording studios. We have independent record labels that have been recognized by Playboy magazine as labels to watch. Of course, we have great live music venues, and then the final ingredient, the actual music, some great original bands that are making this all come together. Now, that's about where my music industry knowledge ends, and yours begins. Chaz is a veteran of the Louisville music scene, and I'm just going to sit back and listen today while he talks to some of his friends that are still in the field about what makes Louisville's music scene tick.
In this episode, we're going to go out and talk to John Simmons, the owner of X-tacy, Jimmy Brown, the owner of Guitar Emporium, a music store, where a lot of major artists shop for their guitar products, like the Rolling Stones, U2, Sheryl Crow. I mean, it's just a burgeoning community of not only talent, but the music is just, I mean, right now, My Morning Jacket is a very well-known group on a national level, and Nicole Scherzinger, who was in the Pussycat Dolls, who just launched her first national release, is right here, born Louisville native.
The Vilbillies?
Right, the Vilbillies, Code Red, Tim Krekel. So we're going to be speaking to some of the artists, Todd Smith from Label X. It's going to be a great episode where people are really going to be surprised at the depth and caliber of the quality that we have in the city music-wise.
I can't wait to learn. I'm going to do a little shopping at X-tacy, and good luck. I'll meet you back on Bardstown Road for a day.
I'll see you then.
Great.
Right, we're here at X-tacy, which is a staple in the Louisville music community. They've been around for over 22 years.
Right.
And John Simmons and I go back many years. I mean, I've been involved in the musical community as a musician.
Ever since I can remember.
But it's also a place where you've given many local musicians a chance. I mean, one of the bands that's really hitting it big right now on the scene is, of course, My Morning Jacket.
Right. They got their start in Louisville, and now they're, a national and international talent. Actually, their manager found out about them through our store. He came in and asked one of the employees what they were listening to, local music-wise, and turned them on to the first two My Morning Jacket CDs, and he fell in love with them and became their manager.
And over the years, Louisville's carried, many artists, and you actually had a record label, and you supported bands. I mean,
right.
Tim Krekel. Tim Krekel has written many hits for the country music industry.
And he still continues.
To write.
Yeah, and his latest record, Soul Season, is one of our best sellers this year.
People don't really think about Louisville as being this community, but it's actually grown into a very talented hub of great music. And some of the other bands coming up we were just talking about, you said what, Wax Fang?
Yeah, Wax Fang is a band that we're doing really well with, and they're not signed to a label at this point, but they will be. There's no definable Louisville sound, but there's just
a deep pool.
A very deep pool of great talent, and there again, my challenge is to expose as many people to that as I possibly can.
Now, and John can expose himself to you in
yeah,
many ways. He's got a website, earxtacy.com, where you can actually download and buy a lot of the music.
Our Louisville music section has over 500 different local artist titles.
John, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me, Chaz.
Hey, Stacey, you ready to go? Okay, now I'm here with Todd Smith. He's the president of Label X Records, based here in Louisville, a born and raised Louisville boy. He's been involved in the music industry for many years and has worked with some pretty big names, from Smash Mouth to Naughty by Nature, Days of the New, and a big name on the scene, Nicole Scherzinger, who's really big right now in the pop music scene. And now he's back in Louisville, and he's with Label X Records, and he has launched a label that really focuses on Louisville music.
The thing about Louisville is, since I've been a native, I've seen the scene evolve, and it really is a fertile time right now. It's exploding, and it's in a lot of different directions. It's very eclectic. I just think that's really cool, personally, because my musical tastes are very broad. What we realized was that there were a lot of great groups in town, a lot of great music being made, a lot of great artists, but basically no music business infrastructure to support them. I always found it a little bit annoying how there seemed to be this attitude out in the industry that, oh, we have to be in LA, or you have to be in New York, or,
Right.
That always annoyed me a little bit. And I guess maybe I'm a sucker for a challenge, but it's never been more true that you don't have to be in one of those places. I mean, you can create your content anywhere, and that's what we like to do. I mean, this is a great place to live. raising my kids here and making our music and putting it out to the world. That's what we want to do.
You know, if you want more information about Todd or the record label, you can go to labelx.us and pick up some of the music there, and lots of new releases coming out for 2008, I'm sure.
Yep.
Stacey, come on, you ready to go?
Actually, no. I'm going to have to check this out.
What is it? Oh my gosh, that's me. That is
On sale.
$12.99. It's a great album.
America's Next Top Model.
Are you ready to go yet?
Yeah. No, I think we need to check this out before I buy it.
Okay, everyone, here we are at Guitar Emporium here on Bardstown Road in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm here with Jimmy Brown, the owner and founder of Guitar Emporium. Now, you've been around for 35 years. Now, you sell new guitars, old guitars, vintage guitars, and you've had, I mean, you know, up on your wall, we have all these images. You know, people, Heart, U2, the Rolling Stones, Sheryl Crow. Everybody has made this a location to come to for your musical instruments, but you also make it a place to where the everyday player, I mean, I've known you for many years. As a guitar player myself, I come to you for my instruments. And tell us a little bit of the history about the store and what you offer.
So like you said, we sell guitars. We work on guitars and trade them around. And we love guitars here. Obviously, that's what it is. Everybody pretty much that works here plays music.
Correct.
Everybody here is involved in doing it. So we identify with most every customer that walks in the door. It's part of the charm, I believe, of this place is that people can come in and they're dealing with musicians here.
If you're in Louisville, you must make it a point to come to Guitar Emporium. It's right in the heart of the Highlands in Louisville, Kentucky, or you can visit the website guitar-emporium.com, and Jimmy would be more than happy to sell you a guitar or multiple guitars. All right, everyone, I'm here with Rob Carpenter, the lead singer of the Muckrakers, and they're here in Louisville, Kentucky. They're based here in Louisville, Kentucky, and they have a huge fan base here in Louisville, and they've actually been very well known on the internet. They had songs from an album that were released through mp3.com several years back, and they had over 500,000 downloads. So they actually grew an international fan base, and now they're with Label X Records, getting ready to release a new album. In fact, we're going to hear a sampling of one of the songs.
This is called Lights of Louisville.
And you lose yourself, find who you are, and you find to breathe when it shouldn't be so hard. When you lose yourself, when you're all alone, so let the lights of Louisville carry you home. Let the lights of Louisville carry you home.
Rob, thank you for your time.
My pleasure, thank you.
And if you want to hear more of his music, the band's music, go to themuckrakers.com. And album out soon, and I'm sure you'll be hearing the song as well. Thank you.
Well, Chaz, thanks for meeting me back here at the Uptown Cafe on Bardstown Road. I don't know about you, but I am exhausted after this episode.
I know your ears must be burning because you listen to so much local music. Now, you listen to so much. What did you discover?
I think my biggest takeaway from this episode, and I can't wait to watch all your interviews after the fact, is the diversity and just the Louisville music scene is so eclectic. The broad range of offerings for just about any taste.
You know, Louisville's music scene is continuing to grow, and very eclectic styles come together. Hillbillies example, you know, they bring together that rap, rock, and bluegrass, and that's right here, born and bred here in Kentucky. So if you need any more information about the music that you've seen on this, or some of the you'd like to purchase it, go to Louisville.com and X-tacy.com. Check that out. Now we're here at the Uptown Cafe, where this is music to you.
Now, this is always my favorite part of the episode, is the end, eating. And yeah, we have a couple of unique appetizers to the Uptown Cafe. We have a smoked Gouda and tomatilla queso, and a Kentucky or Southern favorite, fried green tomatoes. And this I'm most interested in. This is a smoked salmon canapé. It's on a marble rye with cucumber and salmon. It's also got Benedictine, which is a Louisville tradition. It's a cream cheese and cucumber spread. So can't wait to dig into this. So here's to another great episode and a Happy New Year.
And as always,
You are looking at Louisville.
see you real soon.